We're gonna go over what my breakfast is I have every single day. You guys know, if you've been watching my channel, I do a lot of lives, okay? I go on here every single day. It's my new thing for 2025, okay? So YouTube lives every single day. And I do elliptical every single day, every single morning, like I probably told you guys. And then I have the first meal of the day or breakfast. It's the exact same every single day. So I thought, hey, I might as well show you guys what I have. It makes a little bit of a fun content here. But yeah, we're gonna get into exactly what I eat every single day in the morning. So it's my breakfast, or some people call it first meal. Let's do it. And we're doing this real life. This is actually, you know, sometimes these YouTubers, because as you know guys, people stage shit. Not everyone is authentic or whatever. They'll stage the scene and all that kind of stuff. They might even tape their breakfast. They go, here's the full day of eating, and make all the meals within 1 hour. You know what I mean? And pretend it's all spaced out throughout the day. This is real time, guys. What time is it right now? It's a little late for me because I wait a little bit longer, but it's roughly 10:30 a.m. right now in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0. This is my first meal of the day, so I am actually really hungry right now, okay? And I'm gonna make it. I might have cleaned up my little situation a little bit better, but I'm gonna take you exactly all the steps I do, because I actually really do make it easier for myself, because you gotta plan for success. I have everything I need for breakfast is basically within reach of my hands right now. I can just go like this, and that's how it always is. Because don't you hate when you have to go make something, you gotta walk over here, get that, then you gotta walk over here, get that, then walk over here, get that. I put everything in my little cabinet here, everything that I need for my breakfast, and the fridge is right here. Okay, so let's get into this right now. First, what you're gonna need is a little weight scale. Okay, you don't have to be that strict about it, but I like to be strict about this. And the more you do this, the more it just becomes a part of your routine. Like right now, this is my routine, except for the talking and the camera part. I don't talk while I'm doing it usually, but yeah. So we put this down. Here's the weight scale. So a nice little weight scale for weighing out your food. One of these, if you're gonna be doing, if you wanna really know what you're eating, or maybe you're doing a contest prep or whatever you're doing, okay? Because I do have people that follow me that do natural bodybuilding shows. So if you're doing a contest prep or anything, you need one of these guys for sure. And if you just wanna know roughly, instead of trying to eyeball everything, you need to know what it weighs. So a nice scale, food scale comes in handy. So we got that. First thing I do is I get the yogurt. So I'm gonna grab a bowl. So we're reaching up here. Hey, up here, you can't see me. Well, let's just grab any old. So you got a bowl. You drop her on the scale, and then you turn it on, because now it'll be set at 0, so the bowl weight won't be factored in. And if you put it on after, just hit the 0 button. There's a 0 button, so it puts it at 0, so it subtracts the weight of the bowl. And now we're gonna grab Greek yogurt. I use Greek yogurt. You can use any brand you want, okay? You just wanna make sure it's natural, plain yogurt. You don't want anything else in it. So, because these basically got really high protein. Gosh, I hate having to put these on all the time. Got really high protein. So just for 175 grams, for example, the fat's only 0.4 grams, the carbs is only 8 grams, and the protein is 18 grams, guys. Like Greek yogurt is like the savior. This gets me through, especially when I'm doing a contest prep or something. This, you can add a little chocolate protein in this, and now you feel like you have a yogurt or something. Sorry, not yogurt, a chocolate pudding or something, right? So let's take this off, because I don't need this. Just to read the labels, I'm gonna need it, but I do this so often and I'm not used to talking about it. So you got your Greek yogurt. I put 200 grams of this in here, so that gives me about, I don't know, 20 grams of protein or so, right? So you scoop it out with your spoon, 200 grams. Just put it in here until you see 200 grams come up on your scale. And I'm really anal about making sure it's exactly 200, so I'll like literally push it off the spoon to make sure it's exactly 200, because the yogurt will stick to the spoon, right? So I got 197 right there. 200. Okay, I'm not used to, see, I lick my fingers and spoons and all that stuff, but I'm not used to a camera being on me, so I don't think about these things. So I'm gonna turn my head. There you go. Because you don't want to waste any Greek yogurt. I'm not gonna rinse it off, I'm gonna eat it. But the funny thing is, if I'm in contest mode, I wouldn't even do that, because I think, oh my God, that's 3 grams I didn't calculate. But right now we don't have to worry about it. And plus little deviation in like a gram here, gram there is not a big deal. So that's Greek yogurt, so now I put it back. You don't have to add this. Some people are really against sweeteners, so add whatever kind of sweetener you want. I just want a no calorie or low calorie sweetener. So I got like just basically a no name, no calorie sweetener, okay? So you put one of those in, because I don't know, I just get used to putting it in there. If you're against that, don't do it. You don't have to have that. I put in creatine. Use whatever kind of creatine monohydrate powder you want to use. Because I'm pretty sure as long as it's pharmaceutical, creatine, it's all pretty much the same, as long as it's reputable. I use this because at Shoppers, I don't know if you guys know about Optimum Points, but I collect Optimum Points, okay? So I get really good deals on this, and then I get points on top of it, blah, blah, blah. Then I use my points to buy things and all this kind of stuff. It ends up being really cheap for me. So I buy all my, basically most of my supplements I'll get from Shoppers, but I'll get them on sale days. So look into Optimum Points. Once you figure out this Optimum Points thing, then fucking Shoppers is the best deal you'll ever see for all this stuff. Okay, we're gonna put 5 grams. And the beautiful thing about this scoop, because I've already weighed it out, is exactly 5 grams if it's a level scoop. But I'll look, because it says 200 right here. Let's put that on there. Boom, exactly 5 grams. Like I'm pretty anal, guys. So I want to make sure it's exactly 5 grams. So we put that back. Like I said, everything's within hand's reach. You want to set yourself up for success, guys. You want to have no excuses why you're not following the plan, okay? Whey protein. I'm going to put 20 grams of whey protein in here. I know people always go, gotta put a scoop of protein. No, put what you need for your meal. Because I know if I put 20 grams scoop, I will get this up to 40 grams when it's all said and done of protein. So the one I'm using, I use a lot of different variations, but different brands. This is Diesel. This is a good tasting whey protein. Again, Optimum Points, my friends. I get this at Shoppers. I get a really good deal because I use my points. I use the discounts. I know how to play this system. It's kind of like coupon counting. These people that's couponers. I'm an Optimum Carter. But I've nailed it. Like I literally get this shit for probably, by the time it's all said and done, I paid 20 something bucks for this. You go to the store, you're gonna pay 40 something bucks, but I know how to play the game. I know how to play the Optimum Points game. So if you ever want to talk about that, I can give you tips and everything, how to maximize Optimum Points, how to get a lot of Optimum Points, where you can use your Optimum Points. I know a lot about it. Okay, so like I said, I want to do 20 grams here. See how it says a scoop? I'm not gonna put a scoop. I'm literally gonna just keep pouring out so I get 20 grams because I do macro counting, so I know exactly what's gonna be in the overall meal here. So let's put 20 grams. So I'm just gonna dump it out till I get 20. So let's keep going. Gotta do a slow because you don't want it to all of a sudden fall, because I'm like, it's not a huge deal if you don't get exactly right, but because I'm pretty good at this. Like if I don't have the scale, I can do it. Like there's 20 grams. So I see this left in the scoop. I don't need that. Because you don't have to keep doing a scoop of this, scoop of that. Next thing you know, I'm also cheap. So I know exactly what to do to make sure I get my bang for my buck here. I don't have to do a full scoop. Now, by the time I do this, I got like, it says you got 30 servings. I'll get like 50 servings of it or whatever. You know, you get the idea. So you want to use a whey protein, not a mass builder or anything. You don't want the extra carbs and stuff. You want like a low carb whey protein. Okay, now we're going to stir this up. Okay, so I just take my spoon. So it's all in here. Can you guys see? It's all in here. I just stir it. We're just mixing it up, And you gotta go slow. As we go really fast, all of a sudden the powder starts flying all over the place. So you gotta slowly stir it in. And you can put creatine in there. You don't even taste it. Because now I don't, because you know, some people like drink, they'll take the creatine and use some water or something to wash it down. I can't even do it anymore. I'll add it to this, or I'll add it to a shake or something. I just, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, we're just a little way, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. All I gotta do is add almonds and blueberries to this still. So we got that. That's our base. Like if you're really cutting the calories, you're really watching your your overall content of calories or whatever, you could just eat it like this. That's fine. But we want to get a little bit of fruits in. We like healthy fats from almonds, right? So I use a strainer thing. I put it on the scale. We hit that 0 button, so now it goes down to 0. There's 0, right? Now we're gonna add, I'm just gonna add 50 grams of blueberries, but you can add 100 grams, whatever. Just, it all goes according to what you want for your macro count. Because I want this overall thing is gonna be about 40 grams of protein when I'm done, and less than like a little shy of 400 calories. Okay. So let's grab blueberries. You can put blueberries or strawberries or banana, whatever kind of fruit you want. They're all pretty much the same amount of calories. So I'm gonna add 50 grams of blueberries, okay? There's my blueberries. Let's rock. So I'm just gonna put, I always check them. If they're squishy, I just don't like the taste of them, so it means they're So I always just feel them. So when I feel like a squishy one, I'll get rid of it. Or those little stems, I peel them off. So I kind of like to look at my food before I make it, you know what I mean? Look at it first. Or some of them might be all bad and squishy and all that kind of stuff, right? So let's put 50 grams of this in here. I use a strainer because I'm going to strain it off, rinse it off with water, right? Okay, that's 35. Just keep adding them until we get to 50. I make it doesn't take this long usually because I'm not usually doing like commentary and talking to people. Okay, there's 50 grams. Now we're gonna add almonds. You wanna have raw almonds, like unsalted, raw, natural almonds, okay? Whatever brand you wanna use, they're all pretty good. Just raw almonds, what you wanna use, okay? I'm putting 20 grams of these, guys, because you wanna get your healthy fats, okay? And there's a little bit of protein in here too, right? So I'm gonna go. So this has 50 grams here of the blueberries. Now I'm gonna add 20 grams of almonds, so we want a total of 70 grams here, right? So I add 20 grams of almonds. See, I'm so good at this now, like I just took a handful, 'cause I knew like roughly what 20 grams was. So if I don't have a scale or I'm on the road or something or whatever, I can do it by eyeball, because the more you gotta weigh your stuff for a while and get used to it, because then you don't have to weigh your stuff every single time, guys. But you have to know what you're looking at. So you have to weigh it for a while to get it, so you know how to eyeball things. Like if you notice, most of the time I'm just grabbing stuff in my hand or the scoops, I kind of like know what it looks like, right? Like it's almost like I get away without even weighing it, right? So we turn that off. Now I'm gonna rinse it with some water. You probably can't see that. I'm afraid to move my camera because I might not be able to get the positioning up properly, because the lighting's crap in here too. But I wanted to do this video. So here's the water. I'm just gonna strain it off. We're straining it off. You probably can't see, but we're straining it off, right? You strain your, especially for the fruits, right? I'm not so worried about the almonds, but since I'm weighing them together, I might as well rinse them all off together. And then just shake off the water. Get off all the water. I'm gonna adjust this camera a little better in a second. Get off all the water. And then we just drop it into our bowl here, right? And there you go, right? That's it. I'm gonna adjust my camera. Don't leave, guys, don't leave. Put the scale back. So you need one of these scales, guys. You definitely need a scale. The kitchen lighting is like yellowish and I hate that, but we're doing what you gotta do. We gotta do what you gotta do. It's better to do something than to not do something, because I'm one of those guys who overthinks and then you end up getting nothing done, right? Like I'll be like, oh my God, the lighting isn't perfect. This isn't that. Shaun, you didn't comb your hair. I know that's a funny joke because I have no hair, but you didn't comb your hair.
You have hair.
Okay, I do have hair, but I mean, I have so short hair. I comb my hair like this. Okay, it's combed. We're ready to rock and roll. How do I wash my hair? I just extend washing my face. Okay, there we go. So there's a diesel. This is actually nice tasting whey protein. It's a little sweeter, but it's actually it's a real good brand. The first time I used it, because Optimum card, right? They had these on sale at Shoppers, so I said, oh, check those out. Happy I did. I got Optimum Points. I got them on sale. Oh my God. I'm telling you guys, hit me up. I'll teach you about Optimum Points. I'm always thinking about doing videos on that. Because when I started talking about it, I do have a huge passion for it. It's kind of like these people that count coupons. Like, I'm really good at Optimum card. Like, if you go to Shoppers with me, it's quite the little trek, because I'll be calculating in my head as I'm going. I'll have my cart. And then say if I have Riley with me or something, she's freaking me out because I'm trying to calculate everything in my head and make sure I maximize the points and get the best deals. And I tell her, we're not getting nothing. If it's not on sale, we don't get it. And she'll vouch for that. So anyways, there's that. So I put everything away. So here's this. So what you do is I'm going to show you how you eat it. No, just joking. So I'm just going to take a spoonful. I'm going to tell you about my vitamins in a second too. Since I'm right here, I might as well show you it all. Wait, what's that thing, that Usher song? If I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna tell it all. This is my confession. If I'm gonna, I forget how it goes. Some about if I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna tell it all. So if I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna tell it all. Here's my breakfast, but I'm gonna tell you the vitamins. That's next. But because what I usually do, here's like a tip for you guys that pop vitamins, right? For me, if I just take vitamins and drink water, I literally can't, they won't stay in my stomach, they'll come out. Like, I'm not even joking. I have to eat some food first, so you should take your vitamins with food, always, right? I'll eat a bit of food, so I'll always eat like about a couple spoonfuls of this, and then I'll pop my vitamins. So. So we're gonna do that. Someone told me actually eating videos are popular, but I'm not gonna put you through that. But I'll always eat like 1 or 2 spoonfuls first, right? And again, I talk about preparing yourself for success. Get one of these guys. If you have vitamins you take every day, separate them all out. Because you know what's worse than anything? Go open this drawer and have to pop out all these things, dump on a pill, dump on a pill, dump on a... But people do that. You'll be surprised. I'll literally line up all 7 days. And then I'll take them. Then even when I'm getting close, if I feel like I have time in my hand, I'll put them all in. Because there's about 7 different vitamins in here, pills, right? So what day is it today? It's Saturday. So see here, I got my Saturday. Boom. Let's take it out. Let's tell you what's in there. What they say? Let's dive into it, man. Let's get into it. I don't know. Oh my God. I'm nuts. The funny thing is I find this fun. Like, Jesus Christ, guy. Well, I forgot to, I didn't let them label. I got vitamin C. There's my, I don't even know where the camera is. There's my vitamins, right? So I got vitamin C, vitamin E, and I take 2 of them because I want 800 IUs or whatever it is. Vitamin D3, so I have 2 of them, so it's like 5 grams of that or 5,000 milligrams or whatever. A multivitamin, vitamin C, okay? We got them all there. So we're just gonna pop these, drink up some water. Where's my water? See, that's one thing I didn't prepare for. I didn't know I was gonna show you my vitamins. I thought, let's just make a meal. But if you're gonna show it, I forget how that Usher song goes. If anyone knows, just let me know in the comments or the discussion. This is my confessions. If I'm gonna tell it, then I'm gonna tell it all. I don't think that's the exact words, but it's the exact gist of it all, right? So then I take these, glass of water. I pop them. I literally pop them all at once. I don't. People see. I'm so used to this. It doesn't even mean nothing to me. It's not even like I don't even think twice about it. Just like, here we go, and drink some water, right? All gone. I know I've been in hurries sometimes where I didn't eat and I try to pop the pills, and know what happens? I literally will, I don't want to be tell too much. What's it called? TMI, too much info. But I literally throw it all up. It's just like liquid comes out and then all the vitamins come out in the toilet. I've done it a few times because there's been a few times and I realized, oh, what's the common denominator here? You didn't eat first, so I know for sure I have to eat something or eat along with it. Say if I pop, I got to eat something right away. There's got to be food in my stomach. And they even say it's best for digestion of most of the vitamins anyway, so you should be doing it regardless. So that's my meal. This basically breaks down. I didn't write anything down or anything, but I'm going by memory because I do my macro counting, right? This basically breaks down. I think it was like 384 calories. I'm just gonna give you rough numbers here. Don't quote me exactly. The protein count was 40 grams. The carb count, oh my God, this is one I totally forget. Maybe around 20 grams. Fat count around 16 grams. These are just estimates, okay? So don't go and calculate and say, oh my gosh, Shaun, you said it was 380 and I just calculated it on my paper here and it's not. Because the funny thing is I do a tracking app, it's on my phone, but I'm recording on my phone so I can't go on it. So I'm going by memory, guys. So basically what it comes down to, I know for sure it's around 384 calories. That's the most important. And then 40 grams of protein and the carbs are low. And we got good fats in there. Because my fat content is like from way back a long time ago, back in the day when we used to compete in shows and stuff, right? Back in even 90s and 2000s. When we used to compete, we want the fat so low. We wouldn't even add almonds. We do this. We wouldn't even do this because it had to be chicken and broccoli. You go by what fits your macros. If you don't like exactly what I'm eating here, then don't eat it because you're not going to be consistent with it. You know what? I like this meal. I eat this every single day. The only thing I might change is I might have strawberries instead. Or if I don't have any fruits, I just might not have fruits in it. Or I might do, instead of vanilla protein, I'll do chocolate protein. Or if Shoppers has a different deal, I might have a different brand of protein. You know what I mean? I go by what Shoppers got. And they also have the Greek yogurts. I'm not so strict on what kind of brand it is. I go by what's on the best price, best sale. Because as you noticed, I don't do everything at Shoppers. This is Walmart's brand, but you get these for like $4 or something in Canada, right? That's cheap as hell. Because some place you go, it's like $8 for a Greek yogurt. I'm not paying $8 for a Greek yogurt. I'll buy Greek yogurt at Shoppers, but not on a regular day when there's deals. When there's deals and when I can get Optimum Points, and then I'll buy a whole bunch of them. So if they're on sale this week, I'm buying them at Shoppers. But if I know I need some Greek yogurt right away and there's no sales at Shoppers, I'm going to Walmart and I'm getting these bloody ones right here. These are cheap and they're just exactly the same ingredients as all these other ones, and they're like $2 cheaper, especially if you're doing it often, right? You gotta think smart, guys. I love how people say, oh my God, I'm gonna tell you this too. I love how people say, oh, it costs a lot of money to eat healthy. I save so much money eating healthy, it's not even funny, because you also eat way less because your body doesn't need all this shit. Do you realize, like, holy shit, when you're counting your calories, all of a sudden, like when you're trying to say you're trying to give 2,000 calories for the day, 160 grams of protein, or whatever you're trying to aim for, right? That's roughly what I do, right? So if I'm doing stuff like that, my cost of eating has gone down drastically. Because when we eat all this extra crap and eat more than we normally would, that costs money to eat. And then if you go eat on the street, like you eat some fast food or something, it's way more money to eat fast food. This meal here alone probably only cost me $3. Where the hell can you eat for $3? Like, people, stop talking bullshit about it's expensive. It takes discipline, yes. It takes planning ahead, yes. But once you get going, it's not as hard as it seems. It's the first few days that are the hardest. When you try to change a habit, like the first few days are like you're struggling because you're so used to, like, oh, I usually just grab a chocolate bar when I'm hungry, or I make a bag of popcorn, or I eat some chips. Like, you know what I mean? That's like what we do when we're just bored or we want something quick. I don't know why I just did that, but shit, because I'm looking at myself in the camera. But yeah, so this bullshit about it costs more to eat like healthy is so much bullshit. It's not funny because we don't if you actually calculate how much money you spent eating out and all this stuff, you'd be shocked how much it costs. It's because you're not used to getting a bigger grocery bill because you're buying stuff from the grocery store, which you should be doing. You could save a shitload of money, like a shitload. Like if I was going broke, I would start. What do you first thing you do? You stop eating out at fucking restaurants. You know what I mean? That saves you a lot of money. Oh my God. And the funny thing is, I always eat at a restaurant, and when I'm done, I always say, you know what? I like my food better. But I guess I like I don't know what it is. It's more the atmosphere and all that stuff. So you still have to, once in a while, like it's the 80-20 rule, guys. Like once in a while, you gotta just let loose. If people are going out for an event or something and they're eating and stuff, go out and fucking eat. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Last night, Riley went to a birthday party. I went. There's pizza and cake. You know what I had?
Pizza and cake.
I had pizza and cake. Of course I did. Like, fuck. I'm fucking human, man. I'm not a robot. Like, if I like pizza and cake. It's not gonna kill me. You know how much more I weighed today than I usually weigh? 1 pound. Pizza and cake. Because I ate pizza and cake, but then when I was done, I didn't eat anything else for hours. And then I just had I had one of these, but with low calorie. I just made it like whey protein and yogurt. That's it. Like, I didn't add all the extras because I already knew I had a lot of calories. My calorie count's way over what it should be. That's why but I'm only 1 pound heavier. You know what I'm gonna weigh tomorrow? I'm gonna be right back on track. Because you can still have moderation. It's just that most people don't have self-control. Because the problem is, you go on the pizza and cake, you know what that leads to? You get home, you have ice cream, you have this, you have that. You go, I'm gonna just get back on track tomorrow. The day's shot anyways. And now you fucking wake up the morning, you're 5 pounds heavier, you're feeling all bloated to shit. And then you say, oh, well, fuck, you know, it's the weekend. And then next thing you know, you're fucking sabotaged the whole goddamn weekend. Next thing you know, you're right off track. It takes self-discipline. It takes self-discipline to follow moderation too. Balance, life is a balance. It's so easy to say, oh, Shaun, just balance. You think balance is that fucking easy? Balance is not easy. Balance takes self-control. You don't need, if you go out and eat with your friends pizza and stuff, you know how hard it is to say, okay, this is the only meal I'm going to do like this week or today? Like, my next meal is going to be a healthy one? That takes discipline. That takes discipline, guys. But the more you do it, the more easier it gets, right? The first time you do that, say if you're eating really healthy, then you go on a binge meal. You know how hard it's going to be to get back on track? It's going to be almost impossible. Because once that floodgate opens, once that food starts coming in, that's kind of like what people do, like when they have a diet, they sabotage it, then you go on a binge fest for a fucking week and they gain everything back. If not worse. You know what I'm saying? So moderation is easy. Oh, it's so easy. I just, like all these influencers saying, I just follow a balanced diet because I'm a super fucking hero. It's not that easy, okay? Like, so don't you have to go into this knowing that it's going to be tough. Okay, following a healthy diet and being strict with your workouts, consistency, all that kind of stuff, a healthy lifestyle is not going to be easy. But that's why we're fucking doing it. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. Everyone would be walking around with a six-pack if it was easy. You gotta do things that are hard sometimes, guys. You gotta lead by example. By eating healthy and all this stuff, like I can ask Riley some funny little things like what's better than what's better than no workout, Riley? Okay, what's worse than a short workout? There you go. Well, how many times a day how often do I do elliptical?
Every day. Unless you have a competition to
The funny thing is she listens to my videos, right? Because I said, how often do I do the elliptical? She says every morning, except for if you have a competition thingamajiggy. Because I always said on one of my videos, I said, well, the only time I missed elliptical all year of 2024 was only 2 days when I was in Montreal because I was actually driving at the time.
Actually, no. I know.
You know that? So yeah, put this all back. So I think that might wind up the video unless we got some questions or that, because I can literally now go, I'm gonna eat this, right? So I gotta eat this, but guys, you don't want to get cold. Because another thing you can do for preparing ahead is like get the yogurt and stuff all mixed together already. But you don't want to put fruits and almonds in because the almonds will actually go soggy overnight. But if you make the yogurt up all first, you can just let that sit in the fridge. Then when you wake up and say you already have your stuff weighed out and everything, then just put your almonds and blueberries in it and then eat it right away. Like, if I know I'm going to be rushed, or if I have a little bit of time in my hands sometimes, and I'll plan everything out ahead. I'll have everything like laid out right here. I'll wake up, do my elliptical, come over here and just literally take my yogurt out of the fridge. Because there's things, you could prepare ahead of things. Because as smoothly as that went, I could have made that way easier if I prepared ahead if I wanted to. If I knew I was going to be rushed, like I had to say you have to go to work or something, or you have to go, whatever you got to do, right? You prepare ahead, you prepare for success. Okay guys, well thank you for checking out the video. That's my first meal of the day, or my breakfast of the day, that I have every single day. So there might be slight variations, like I was saying before. I might use a different whey protein. I might use a chocolate or vanilla flavor. I might use blueberries or strawberries or bananas, one or the other. I might even with the almonds, I'll switch it to like unsalted cashews or even like walnuts. So I substitute either one of those three, but I typically always fall back to almonds. I actually like raw almonds. Like I'll eat them like as a snack, right? But I keep track. Like a handful is roughly about 20 grams, right, of almonds, which roughly gives you, it's a good amount of fat. And it's not too crazy of calories, like about 100 and something calories, a handful of almonds, right? I got a normal looking handful, not a handful like this, like a handful. But the more you get used to it, guys, the only way you can really track what you're eating and know exactly how many calories you're eating is you got to track it. Okay, if you don't track it, you're just eyeballing it and taking a wild guess. Most people think they eat less than they eat. Like, oh, Shaun, I only eat this, that, and the other. Then if you actually calculate the shit all out, you're like, holy shit, dude, you're eating 3,000 calories a day and you're 120 pounds. Like, come on. Like, that's way too much. Or you're an inactive person and you're eating maybe even as much as I do, for example, and it's not even that much, but you're very inactive. That might be too much for what you need. Or you just need to do more energy expenditure, right? Like do more activity, do more working out, all that kind of stuff, right? So anyways, guys, thanks for checking out the video. I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0. You can find me on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, especially if you watch this. If you watch this and you liked it, like shit, man, it costs you nothing. Just subscribe to the channel, guys. That's all I'm asking. And then go check me out on freaking Instagram, Facebook, TikTok even. It's Shaun Campbell 2.0, the same profile picture of that cool looking guy in black and white all jacked up. That's me. Go find that guy on those social medias and start following him. And check out my daughter's channel. She just started a channel. What's it called, Riley, again?
I Heart La Boo Boos.
It's called I Heart La Boo Boos. I don't know if you even know what that means, but if you don't, go check it out. She posted her first short because she said, Daddy, I want to do shorts every single day. I said, okay, we'll put up a short every single day of I Heart La Boo Boos. It's kind of like a stuffy, the thing that everyone knows what it is. It's very popular. Anyways, thank you again for checking me out. I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0. That's my breakfast.
Dad, you're supposed to make my yogurt on there as well.
That's my breakfast. I'm going to make Riley some yogurt. Talk to you next time. Hey.